A single sheet of paper flapped beneath my windshield wiper, illuminated in the glow. A fine issued by the HOA for daring to park my own car on my own property. My pulse hammered, each word on that notice dripping with arrogance. Violation. Penalty. Court action pending. The distant yapping of Karen's yappy dog sliced through the silence, her silhouette framed behind lace curtains, watching, smiling. The HOA wasn't just flexing authority, they were daring me to fight back. They thought I was powerless, just another homeowner cornered by bureaucracy. But what they didn't know, what none of them could possibly imagine, was who I truly was. Years earlier, I had dreamed of this home. I worked endless nights, my hands shaking over legal briefs, my mind burdened with trials that shaped the state itself. My family sacrificed alongside me, enduring long absences so we could finally have peace in this quiet suburb. This house was more than walls, it was legacy, refuge, the place my children learned to ride their bikes, and my wife planted roses that perfumed the air each summer. To have that sanctuary mocked by HOA fines was more than insulted, was theft. The first warning had stung, but the second burned deeper. And then, the third Karen, emboldened, delivering notice of escalated enforcement. She boasted of dragging me into court. She didn't realize she was walking straight into my courtroom. The harassment spiraled fast. Letters stuffed into my mailbox dripped with threats of foreclosure. A foul stench of garbage mysteriously appeared near my driveway, bags ripped open, buzzing with flies. Someone keyed my car, the screech of metal still echoing in my mind. Neighbors whispered, some avoiding eye contact, others offering sympathetic glances. The HOA distributed glossy flyers portraying me as the troublemaker, a supposed threat to property values. Late-night knocks rattled my door, shadows scurrying before I could catch them. Karen's perfume lingered in the air whenever a notice was nailed to my fence, like a taunt in floral notes. They wanted me humiliated, broken, forced to bend. But every insult, every smear only sharpened my resolve. They didn't know I had already begun preparing my counterattack. Behind closed doors, I quietly assembled my arsenal. Court transcripts, HOA bylaws, county land deeds, all laid neatly in folders, each page a weapon sharper than any blade. By day, I was silent, taking their abuse. By night, I called in allies, a trusted judge who raised his eyebrow knowingly, a sheriff who had long despised HOA corruption, and neighbors who had endured years of silent suffering. The weight of my title Attorney General remained, cloaked, hidden beneath ordinary clothes, but the power sat waiting. A storm coiled in my hands. Whispers began to spread. Wasn't I breaking? Why did I seem almost amused? Reporters started sniffing around. For the first time, Karen's smug grin faltered. The curtain was about to rise on the showdown they never saw coming. It happened one stormy evening. The HOA called an emergency meeting, their boldest stunt yet, plotting to seize my property. They arrived with clipboards and arrogance, slapping fraudulent liens onto my driveway under flickering streetlights. But I was already waiting. A single knock summoned the sheriff's car headlights, washing over their startled faces. I stepped forward, documents in hand, voice calm but heavy with finality. Evidence of fraud, proof of harassment, violations stacked higher than their egos. Cameras flashed, media swarmed in from the tips I'd fed them. Karen's voice cracked as she sputtered excuses, her perfume now sickly in the damp air. They had staged a takeover, but instead, they walked straight into judgment. The storm broke above us, but real thunder was only just beginning. Days later, the neighborhood was transformed. Karen and her board resigned in disgrace, their bank accounts frozen, their names splashed across headlines. Some faced charges: fraud, harassment, embezzlement. My driveway stood clear, my car shining beneath the sun, children laughing once again in the yard. Neighbors approached me with relief, grateful that someone had dared to strike back. Roses bloomed in my wife's garden, fragrant as if celebrating victory. The HOA's reign had collapsed, and in its place, a community reborn stronger, freer, united. I wasn't just the Attorney General in the courtroom. I was the protector of my own street. And as the sun dipped low, painting gold across rooftops, I asked myself, and now I ask you, What would you do if Karen came for you? Subscribe for more.